Hey, my Go tribe. I will forever say one thing. If you're bold enough to bring your family affairs or your problems on the internet and you do not have privacy or know what that means, then we're going to discuss you, okay? I cover every topic. Everyone is not exempt from this firing at all times. And remember, my opinions are mine. If you disagree with me, talk to me about it. If you insult me, I block you and your father, okay? No one influences my decisions because I stand tall. Now, let's get into this story. Now, let's be clear about one thing. Gage's sister came online to spill some family things that, to be honest, is none of our goddamn business. But since you had the audacity to bring it out, we're going to speak about it. Now, there are three sets of people in this particular instance. There's those that are bashing him and saying, oh, you should defend your family and support your family, yada, yada. Then there's the other set of people who are like, wait, hold on, that's entitlement. And then there's the third set of people, which very few, but they are there, which say that this is a whole skits and drama and that there's no way the girl would have come out to speak about him except he gave permission for that. Now, if you do fall under that category, I think you guys are mental, because I understand a lot of people do a lot of crazy things in the name of clout, and yeah, we are not going to accept that. Now, mind you, this is my unbiased opinion about this situation. First of all, I do not follow Gage. I do not agree with his principles, and it is fine. Because as long as you create a niche and a platform for other people to follow, what is my business? I look at your videos and I scroll and pass. I do not comment. I don't waste time trying to abuse people because they do not share my opinion. Now, bear in mind, like I said, I do not follow this boy or his teachings or whatever he stands for. But on this instance, I have to speak about it. Now, like I said, we all saw the video with the sister, and you would think I would be in category 1 of people bashing Gage. But for the first time, I completely, wholeheartedly believe him. You know why? Number one, the sister comes out to say, oh, I do not want to spoil his name, but I do have a celebrity brother who is online, da 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 da. And she goes ahead to say this boy has influenced her other brothers to also do criminal acts. First of all, people say it's entitlement. I call it demonic. Okay, I call it demonic. I don't know the struggles that Gage has been through. But one thing I can tell for a fact is he has been through shit that maybe the normal eye can't see. And I don't care about his content. It is what he does, and he's doing well for it. He's doing well for himself. Now, you have a sibling that is online trying to survive and trying to make a name for themselves, and you thought it was the wisest time for you to come out and say, oh, but I'm not bashing him, or oh, I'm not talking, but he doesn't provide for the family. You are demonic. Because in doing so, as much as the internet now is divided into 3 different categories, you have blasted his name and you have put his name out there. And a lot of people are going to look at him sideways. So, honey, no matter what you say, I can never stand with that nonsense. That is nonsense. Because guess what? This doesn't just happen to people online, influencers. This happens in almost every single family in Nigeria. I would never understand a situation where we are all born of the same parents. We all go through the same struggles. We all try to find ways to move. And one of us decides to stand up to do something for ourselves. And half the time, the other family members will never support you. They will never post you. They will never encourage you. But yet, when you're making money, all of a sudden, it's a family affair. All of a sudden, when one rises, everybody should rise. That is straight up entitlement, I'm sorry to say. Oh, and I can go deep on this topic, but we're just going to keep it on minimal. Let's even look at this analysis and I believe that everybody who stands with the sister has the same tendencies in them. And that's why they're like, oh, just help. I don't know Gage from anywhere, but one thing I know is that there is no one that is successful in a family that just wakes up and decides not to help the family, except they see that those family members are just literally doing nothing and relying strictly on their help. In this life, we are all going to die. And I promise you, the people you help today will still have to get up and do the hard work for themselves, but they choose not to because you are the scapegoats. There are a lot of family members that sacrifice. They travel abroad, and I've spoken about this before. They travel and their family want to literally suffocate them and expect them to raise them up at any moment. And for years, because of this cultural thing in Nigeria, we have been taught blood is thicker than water, blood is thicker than water. But you guys only pick the narrative that works for you. Now, the full version of that is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. And that says that just because you're born into a family, there are outsiders that will push you harder than your family. There are outsiders that will stand for you harder than your family. There are friends that will not even stand with you, but strangers will. Look at the way, when you look at every life of an influencer, look and see the people who promote them. It's never the friends. I doubt I have ever seen any of my friends come and promote me or my family say, oh, let me just help her. They would not even as much as watch your videos, but they would expect you to share when the time comes. Everybody is given an opportunity in life, and everybody struggles the same way. But if you do not get up and make a move for yourself, I'm sorry, Gage's sister had too many opportunities to actually raise herself. Just for the main connection, like, oh, this is my brother, people would have listened to her. But she never came out giving any advice or creating content, nothing like that. You had opportunities to be at his home warming party, and you did not use that opportunity. But then you want to come on the internet and tell people, oh, Gage is this and Gage is that. Really? And it pains me that I see people right now actually donating and supporting. First of all, that's not even going to last, because more than 1 week, 2 weeks, people move on to the next person. But instead of you to talk to your brother and be like, listen, teach me what you do. I see Gage be running mad on the internet. He jumps, he has haircuts. I mean, come on. You might not be able to do that as a woman, but teach me how to get an audience. But I doubt you did that though, but you sat down and expected. Oh, one thing about me, I am amazing. When I say I help, but there's one thing I will never do is help entitled people. I have no problem cutting family and friends out, sharp, as long as you do not contribute to my peace of mind. You might not be able to contribute to me financially, but if you're not at least helping me grow mentally or adding some form of value to me, ooh. And these same people are so manipulative. They will go outside and tell people a version of a story that makes people hate you in turn. Oh, but why isn't Goldie doing that? Or why? Ask yourself why. I could help a stranger on the street faster than I can help certain people. I have had someone in my life that I would struggle. They would ask and ask. They would never call you to ask you, how are you doing? Are you okay? How is your daughter? Nothing. It's always, I'm sick, or I'm going through this, or I need money, to the part that they suffocate you. You will find your own self begging people for money to help a particular person. And guess what? After they say they need that money for a specific thing, you will see them at the beach. You will see them buying the most expensive alcohol. You will see them partying with their friends while you still owe money for what they asked you for. And guess what? They never learn. You will try to upgrade their life. You try to help them with school. Like, listen, grow too, because at the end of the day, it takes a group of people to come together and make something work. But no, you want to sit down because it is possible for someone to help you. You don't care how they get the money as long as it comes to you. And when you even ask them, how do you think this money comes? They say they don't care now. Are you not supposed to do? Suppose? Supposed? And when they see that they cannot get from you no more because you decide to get sense and cut them out so that you don't die, they will now go tell people that, wait, hold on, oh, you see what this person, I'm dying, I'm hungry, I am this. Manipulating people to believe them. And then those same people come to you to attack you like, wait, oh, hold on, but you know, family, man, kiss my ass with that. Kiss my ass with that. Everybody has an opportunity in life. Everybody has the same 24 hours. But if you're sitting down, patiently waiting for one person to rise and cater to everybody, una go learn long thing. Like I said, I watched Gage's video and I felt it. Every word he said, I felt it. I even put a hat on the video because I'm like, damn, we be going through a lot in this world and nobody stands for you. Nobody recognizes the nights when you did not sleep, the nights when you were hustling strongly. They don't recognize it. But when it comes to demanding from you, they come with entitlement. They come with that demonic winchy spirit. And then when they still can't get you, they bash you online. They bash you online. Una go learn long thing.